I have joined this foundation 5 months ago. I met Karen and Ron, and they are doing an amazing job. And it's great to be meeting you all today at the summit. And I hope you're having a wonderful summit so far, and you had like a great time past 2 days. And hopefully you're looking forward for the summit coming up events for the next 2 days. So a brief introduction about me. I was born and brought up in India. So south part of India, I come from a city called Hyderabad, which is very famous for its biryani, by the way, if any foodies are here. And I grew up in a, I grew up with, like I'm the only child, and and I love giving back to the society. My passion is to volunteer for different organizations, get to know people, meet them, and meet a lot of cultures, what's going on with them, try to have one-on-one conversations. So I joined this organization called Giving Circle Foundation, which is in San Diego. So this was when I moved to USA for doing my master's in computer science and AI and robotics. So I met the NGO CEO, and I love what they were doing. They were meeting a lot of people in person, getting to know them in person and trying to understand their needs. So that gave me a lot of perspective with connecting with down to earth people. What is it that I can give back, right? So I love what the NGOs are doing, and that's how I met Karen and Ron as well. So they are doing so much for past 20 plus years for neurodiverse people. So I appreciate them, and I wanted to be part of this NGO. And I'm currently a data software engineer at Microsoft. So I've been working for this company for 3+ years. I was in Redmond before. I think I started in June 2021, and I moved to Canada, Vancouver, British Columbia in May 2024. And I immediately found Autism Today Foundation and wanted to be part of it. It's my passion to it's my final goal. So I want to bring awareness to financial literacy. So I want to proceed, I am you would see in my presentation that I recently started into the financial literacy program, learning about finance, how to do it, where can we start and everything. So my goal is also to spread this awareness, what I have learned, to a lot of people, especially to the people who are unaware, and it's overwhelming, to be honest, to start. So I just want to make it easier for everyone, provide interactive tools, maybe provide some tips. So that's what we are going to do today. So we will be going over some of the basic tips, basic tools to start for the finance. How can we get into that world of a different world, right? It is kind of a multiverse. So there is a lot going on. It's overwhelming, and when we start, we are not sure where we can put our foot. So are we going in the right direction or not? So let's get into it today. I will open up the platform for Q&A after my presentation. So if you have any questions in the meantime, please put them in the chat, and then we can go over after the presentation. So I know that in the summit, we have a lot of opportunity to learn about neurodiversity, and we got to meet amazing speakers who gave us information about art, science, and including and the inclusivity of neurodiversity in workplace, in schools, and everything. So I'll keep this slide bare minimum. So I just want to bring this up because as a data software engineer, when I work for a project, there is a part of my job is to do data modeling. So when I do data modeling, I have to identify, so when I'm building a model, I need to identify all the generic data that fits that model. So once I build that model, I'll be so I have 10,000 records of data. So my model is fitting only 9,000 records of data, and the rest of the 1,000 points are like the outliers. So, or they're not included because my model is very, very generic, and I was not inclusive of those 1,000 records, right, or 1,000 points. So in the same way, in the current world, the financial models and different financial techniques or literacy programs are very specific to a particular are very, very specific to particular programs. So in finance, these outliers are yet to be included in the model. So as part of my job, it is to include that in the model so that it becomes more inclusive and it becomes more appreciative and supportive for everyone, right? So my passion is to bring those in financial models as well. So currently it is a privilege to a lot of people knowing about what investments to make, how can we use these financial programs or financial literacy programs, right? So this awareness is what I want to bring to you all. Hopefully through my presentation, everyone would be able to gain that at the end of this. So this is basically what I want to highlight in this slide. Yes, so there are opportunities for everyone. There are opportunities for literacy programs. There is always a starting point for everyone to start. So yeah, let's just get right into it now. As when I started into the finance world, so I come from a very, very typical software engineering, and my world was coding, computer science, just sitting in front of a computer and then, okay, writing lines and lines of code. So when I started looking into investing or how I can step into the world of finance, these were some of the challenges that I faced, especially when you start your first job. You are so excited, oh, this is my first paycheck, so I'm going to spend on this. But later when you see your credit card bill, you'll be like, oh my God, where did the money flow? How did it come and how did it go out? So this budget managing, yes, it was a challenge for me. So we don't know how difficult, what financial difficulties can come into that. And after some point, you will feel the stress of it. Oh, okay, I saw $5,000 in my paycheck in the starting of the month, and now it's like, where did that everything go, right? So this is a challenge. And the second challenge I faced is, okay, so I want to enter into the finance world. I want to know about the literacy programs. I want to know where I can step my foot. But what are these concepts? What is a mutual fund? What is a credit? What is a certificate of deposit? Everything is I know it's a lot to take in. So that is one of the challenge for every single one of us. And finally, money related anxiety. Yes. Where am I going to manage? How am I going to put my money in? How much am I going to put in this investment? Or even to spend on any personal item, or if you have a financial goal, is it even feasible for me to aim such goal, right? So these are some of the challenges I faced, and also I spoke to a lot of my friends, and I did some research as well. So these are some common challenges that we all felt when we started into the finance world. And finally, I want to bring this up because why do we need financial literacy? Is, let's say a typical not typical, but just let's say I come from a middle class family, and while I was growing up, my parents were very skeptical about even credit cards. So our savings were stored in different corners of our apartment. So sometimes my mom stores in mason jars. I used to store under the bed. So those all savings, if we knew the value of financial literacy, if we knew the value of building wealth, so it would have been very, very crucial for our goals. So my mom wanted to start like her own startup. So she didn't have enough funds or enough money to start her own company. And my dad, he's a government employee, so he didn't know how like there are some programs for government employees where they can leverage those programs to build their wealth, right? So my dad is unaware about those programs. So we were living in the we were living with very, whatever amount we were getting, it was in the bank. We didn't know the value of inflation, like what's going on, how the dollar or the amount value that we save in banks is actually depreciating, right? Because let's say we have $10,000 in our bank account this year and the inflation rate is 3%. So the actual value, we are losing $300 next year without, like, even though we're putting in the bank, we're not spending it. So it is really important for us to understand what's going in the market and how we can save those and how we can help make use of that money for our financial goals. So this is what I want to bring it up to every one of you, as it was for me while growing up. Like, imagine this financial literacy could help like a small marginal family if they want to start like a clothing store, right? Or if there's a woman who wants to become a lawyer or a doctor, which is very crucial, and they don't have enough funds to do it. So these literacy programs in the beginning, like, we can start really slow. It's a one step at a time process. We don't have to go right in and like, oh, I've heard about this from someone, I've heard about that. No, we can just start with, okay, so I just want to let's do some budget analysis, and then maybe we can start with how much money we are actually saving, right? So based on that, then we can think about, okay, we are saving this much, so let's start putting in so and so buckets, and then we can see where that money leads us to. So moving on. Yep, as I told you, like these are the very high level tips when I started for. And this is Finance 101. I think in the other sessions also you might have heard about the importance of budgeting. So I want to emphasize it here as well. So budgeting will help you to be in control of your money. It will show you as I told before, it will show you where the money is coming in, how it is going out, and it will show you where you can put that money so that it matters to you the most. And finally, like, let's say you have some needs, you have some wants, it will, in those two buckets right now, let's say you're putting 50-50 or 70-30. So you want to make sure that those needs and wants are balanced, and this budgeting, creating a budget for you would help. In the next slide, I would talk about some of the free tools and also some of the platforms which you can use to learn about budgeting. And we can get there soon. And then the tracking expenses. Yes, so it is a part of budgeting as well. You can have multiple apps, or you can have various other, I think for tracking expenses, I think you can use a spreadsheet, or there are apps, there are some financial, like, online tools as well, where you don't have to sign up. Just like you can plug in your details, and then it would just show you, okay, this is what you're tracking. And also, I think the banking systems are, even your banks, like, they have amazing tools and charts. So where you can, it actually shows you a pie chart for you, like, oh, okay, you're spending so and so X% of your amount in rent or living expenses, you're spending Y% for yourself, or this much amount is more than what you usually spend. So please leverage those banking apps. They are super helpful. They created for us, so it would be a waste of the resource if you don't use it. And then setting up financial goals. Of course, everyone has a plan to buy a car, they want to get something for themselves, or they want to save for their kids' education. So it is super important to set that financial goal. So whenever you see that goal, it brings you the importance of saving up the money, and also it shows you, it will direct you for managing your money effectively, provides motivation, and it would prioritize spending and focus on long-term financial well-being. So of course, financial goals are super, super crucial for where you want your money to matter. And then, yeah, using visual aids. So this one actually helped me a lot. So finance is a very dry subject, especially while you're learning. So when you're learning, it would help if you like join any courses which actually give you an opportunity to collaborate as a project and learn. And other thing that helped me is visual aids. So like I'll talk about one of the program that I used for learning about finance, which has like a really interactive model to learn about it. So using the visual aids, you're not talking, you're not talking in text, you're talking in charts and graphs. Okay, you're seeing this chart, you're seeing okay, this percentage, okay, this is going here, okay, this calculation, everything is very it becomes very easy to grasp. And this actually helped me and my friend. So we both actually collaborated to learn about finance together. And then she gave me this idea that, oh, let's try this approach. I think it would help us learn more, learn or grasp more concepts, right? And it's definitely easier to understand, and of course very attractive, right? Why not? These are some of the tools I actually use for my own personal finance, and also when I started. These are some of the visual aids. For example, let's start from the bottom. The Money Minded. This is actually a free course for everyone, but especially for the neurodiverse community. So it's a very, very cool interactive coursework for developing your money skills for free. It is, you just have to sign up, and like this, the Money Minded, it's actually currently, it's a Australia-based website, but you can sign up for free. I found it very helpful, and my friend found it very helpful. So they are very picturesque images, and like there is a course for the entire budgeting, how to manage money, how to invest, what some of the financial terms which we need for beginning our financial programs. So this tool super handy, and I would totally recommend it. And the budget planner, this is also part of the Money Minded program. So this budget planner, it's an online tool where you don't, like, yeah, I know budgeting, we talked about it, but how can we do it? So this is the tool. Just plug in your income, how much you're paying for home and utilities. What if you have an insurance? Then like this tool is useful for every individual all over the world. I know like some parts of the it's not very particular to percentages. It is very value based. So, and for example, I use this every month, and it tells me, okay, Sanjana, you're spending this much, but your budget is this much. You went over your budget this year or this month. Just try to, like, it carry overs that to the next month, saying that, okay, you already spent. So let's say my budget is so and so X dollars. When it comes to the next month, it say you have already spent $300 from those X. So in the next month, you have to cut down your budget to X minus $300. So in that way, it is super handy, and you can use this. So if you don't want to put your values online, you can also download the offline version of the spreadsheet, and then you can use it as well. So that was super handy. Just you need to you don't even have to sign up for this one, so it's just an online tool, but just download the Excel sheet and use this for your budget planning. And Microsoft Power BI, I use this a lot as well. So once I have the budget planner, I incorporate this to the Power BI. I know if you want to have like a visual representation of your budget, then I would totally recommend Power BI, because I know it is a bit challenging to start, but it is very, very interactive. Like you can click on the pie chart, and then you can see within the pie chart how many if there are any subsegments where everything is. So I would totally recommend Power BI. I build my budget planner and I integrate it to my Power BI to see the total picture of where my budget, what my budget is. And I also integrate in this Power BI my financial goal. So there are like 3 files that I put to my Power BI: my budget planner, my financial goal, and my expenses that I actually, like, let's say like my future expenses, right? Like I'm traveling to Europe, so I have to put those expenses. I haven't yet put it, so I'll put it in as a future expense, and then it would build my entire like the goal with budget with my expenses in that Power BI. So it is super helpful. They are free. They are very, very picture skew, and it brings you a lot of context to what you're doing. Yeah, this is another resources and support. So I want like this. I told you some tips and some tools that we can use, but there are a lot of financial literacy programs currently which we can join, and also a lot of finance apps for neurodiverse individuals and various community organizations who are supporting maybe like Autism Today Foundation, or they provide resources for us to learn, collaborate in these summits. And they are very handy. This is like step 2, Finance 1.0, maybe after Finance 101, where we can join a lot of groups, or maybe in the finance apps they teach you about the management, like the next level. Okay, so now you know the budgeting, now you know your expenses. Okay, after this all, you have X amount of dollars every month. So these programs and the apps, they would guide you to where you can use your X amount of dollars, so that you are caught up to inflation, and also you are making plans for your goals in the future. And these community organizations, I bring this up because while I was learning, I reached out. There are a lot of people like me who didn't know about financial literacy programs, or who didn't know where to start as well. So when I created a group with my college friends or with my local community, like I found people from my apartment as well. So when we formed groups, we actually got to know a lot of information within ourselves as well. So for example, like I told them about a certificate of deposit in Fidelity. So I have a brokerage account in Fidelity, and you can use this opportunity through Fidelity itself, where they can provide you certificate of deposit. And my friend told me about a mutual fund from one of the banks in USA. So that way we were sharing information, and of course, like we can rely on them because we are using them. So we have live proof that what we are doing is actually a valid resource. So we don't have to, like, these are all free resources, and they are 100% valid resources, right? So we can completely make 100% usage of that. So finally, I want to conclude saying that my passion is to make the financial management important for every individual that I know of, and also spread this awareness. And currently the models for finance are they are generic, they are growing. So I would say in future we'll see a lot more inclusivity in this management. But my goal is to spread this so that we bring these outliers to the finance people, so they would include, okay, so this is what we are going through, or this is one of the opportunity to improve. So that way it becomes more and more popular and not a privilege. It becomes a right for everyone, and everyone gets an opportunity to grow and live their dream, have their goals completed, ticked off. And yeah, that is my final goal. And of course we have to be building a supportive and accessible financial environment. So it is important to not just bring those ideas to the finance people, but also we have to be okay, yeah, we have to be fostering that empowerment among us. We have to spread this awareness and be more supportive of each and every one. I hope after this presentation, if you haven't already started financing, you will at least think about it. It's really, really crucial. I cannot emphasize it more. Please trust me, because I come from a middle-class family. While growing up, we didn't know how to integrate money and how to integrate with building wealth. So it is every dollar counts, so you don't have to say, oh, we don't have enough money, but just start with whatever you have. It grows. Money grows for you. You don't have to run behind it. I hope all your financial goals come true. With that, I will open up the platform for any Q&A, and thank you so much for listening so far, and if you have any questions, you can take them.
Hey Sanjana, I have one question. Are you sharing the screen? Because while you are speaking, I thought that maybe you are supposed to share some slide and all. Is that, or just the presentation by you?
It is actually okay. You didn't see my slide?
No, that is. I had messaged you in the speaker chat, but you were busy.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I am so sorry. I didn't realize that I was not sharing my screen. Okay, I can quickly. I thought I was sharing my screen.
No. You were not sharing. It's okay. Yeah.
Is it visible now? I can just.
Yeah.
I don't want to Yeah, it's just
basically. Now it is visible to everyone.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, it's just anyways, there is nothing. I just went through. There are some pictures in it, so I am so sorry. I thought I was sharing my screen.
It's okay. You can go now a little bit about the tools and all. Thank you.
Okay. Sounds great. So let me just go through the tool names, because those are super helpful. So one is the budget planner that I talked about. It's an online tool from Money Minded. If anyone wants to maybe take a screenshot, or if they want to note it down. So Money Minded is one of the Australian free courses, so where we can learn a lot about financing, and it's a very interactive platform. And then we have Budget Planner. This is part of the Money Minded as well. It's an online budgeting tool where you can plug in your income, insurance, utilities, and everything. And finally, this is the Microsoft Power BI, where I integrate my budget planner and my my expenses, my budget planner, and my financial goal. And the other thing I would share is, yeah, this is one of the tips I wanted to show as well. So creating budget, tracking your expenses, setting your financial goals, and then using visual aids for very interactive learning. So these are the major two slides I would have loved to show, and rest all, yeah, it's very, very what I just spoke about. So I apologize again. I can take any questions right now. I'll open up the forum for questions. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. And thank you, Sweetie, for organizing.
Yeah, thank you so much. I also like this presentation very much. It was very helpful, informative for me.
Okay, appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. I will let the, I know there are amazing presentations going in the other platforms. So yeah, thank you. I hope you have the rest of the summit. Great speakers there. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.